Namaste, Ankita. How are you doing?
Namaste. Hi, Sarita. I'm doing good. How about you?
All well over here. I was just going through a few things about you, and I'm completely inspired. Self-made entrepreneur, innovator, mentor to so many startups, problem solver. How do you manage to do so many things together?
Oh, that's an interesting question. It's just that one thing leads to other. I like meeting new people and understanding what drives them, and one thing leads to other, and that's how you end up doing, putting your pie in putting your leg in all pies, and that's how it goes.
Yeah. So, with so many things that you juggle, I don't know whether you multitask or you juggle, how do you ensure that things are right where it comes to ethics?
So there's a very interesting thing that I have learned over the years, right? Remember your roots from where we come. And that has been the guiding principle for me, right? We may encounter different things every day, and we are learning as human beings. And if we have our North Star, which is always guiding us to where we will lead to, that is, I think, a very interesting and an inspiring place to be from an ethics point of view.
So, would that North Star also be something like your values, your set of values that you bring in?
Over the years, my understanding of values has changed from principles and morals to something which is very basic for everyone, which is humanity,
Hmm.
right? So that is how the evolving of values and principles, if we keep humanity at the top and have your right principles to guide you through it, I think we can uh, keep that integrity which is central to all of us.
So, with humanity at the top and AI all around, what role do you see AI has to play in today's world with humanity?
That's a very interesting segue. AI is changing, humanity and the way we live, the way we interact. The long-term AI is influencing, right? And we as humans like to be influenced. So if AI is influencing human behaviors, and if we view AI as something which is a companion to human, capabilities, then it's more of an augmentation as a role, and technology as an enabler, the role which technology and AI play
Hmm.
with us in our lives.
Yeah. So, I get it that AI and technology can be enablers, but things can still go wrong. And I want a perspective from you as to what can go wrong and how wrong can that wrong be?
So I mean, it's just human nature. Things go wrong, right? But it can also be that if we talk about AI in specifics, right? All AI systems or majorly AI systems are they are based on data, and data is something which is human generated or human collected, and as data is something which drives everything behind the decisions, if it's the system which is making the decisions, or if it is a system which is doing a decision making on behalf of a human, then of course there are chances that things go wrong. We also day by day are learning how AI is being more useful and how AI is being more harmful.
What about our own biases? Do they come in when we feed in data or develop a program or an algorithm or something?
Absolutely, absolutely, because we are as humans, it's takes a lot of willpower to not let bias come into decisions, and as humans we are bound to have some or the other set of biases to enter. It's the same with data, and that is how a system which is based on AI is also going to have a bias, because in the end it is going to be generated from human data. Even if it is synthetically generated data, there is always the scope that you might end up discriminating not just humans by age or by geography, but also by behavior, and end up marginalizing humans. But if I were to just if we were to remember humanity, dignity is something which is required for all. And if that is the case, then bias can be a very big driver which can affect systems which are being developed using AI.
So I'm seeing this angle of humanity, dignity, and respect for all as the center, as the core around which you can develop technology and use AI. What's the vision that you
Right.
envisage for FIA, the for ethical AI community that is out there? How do you see that playing a role?
So when I was introduced to FAIR by my business partner, it was a very interesting thing for me to understand, because responsible AI, if we have to go towards that goal, having all actors, who are involved in the development of this, be that just a developer who is developing AI, be that the academicians, be it technologists, be it the ethicists, be it the policymakers, be it large companies, uh, NGOs, basically all actors in the entire industry. If we are able to get them together, to create a framework, or to create that set of rules or defining principles based on which AI systems can be generated, those are the ones where I believe that FIA plays a very critical role, right? Um, I think it was November of 21 when even large organizational like international organizations like UNESCO, they had come up with rules for responsible AI, right? So if we too as FIA are able to have that open and an active dialogue, initiate that conversation, have that lens of being able to bring the AI for good, or the ethical AI view, that is how I think we can bridge the gap which is there.
So I'm hearing two big things from you. One is that we are to have an ecosystem approach, look at the whole stakeholder universe in a holistic way and bring them together. And to FIA to also, sort of activate conversations and lead and initiate the discussions that need to go on. My last question to you, Ankita, is that, I mean, what if there is no moral compass? What do you think will happen?
This is as good as saying, what if humans didn't have a moral compass, right? The
Yeah.
sky is the limit when destruction is concerned. But
Mm.
there can be far-reaching impacts, right, of technology. If it can range from causing economic disruptions to large-scale marginalization, to destructive warfare, or maybe influencing people, influencing their behaviors, ending up something which is much more addictive in nature, right? Systems can also be used to affect and influence humans. So as far as the far reaching impacts of AI, which is without a moral compass, are concerned, you could be dealing with totally economic disruption, a disbalance in the humanity, and building very easily manipulating humans towards that, right? And if to the extreme, the cost opportunity is very significant, right, of these behaviors on humanity is going to be much more significant, which is the reason why discussion now is something which can help futuristically to build a more sustainable AI ecosystem, living with AI, and AI as a companion to humanity, right? That is more where I would say things can go wrong.
Yeah, and we began with humanity, we are ending with humanity. And I just need a comment from you. How do you see Gen Z clued onto this humanity aspect?
In many ways, right? The systems which are built today are built for everyone, but Gen Z, being in the age group that they are the most susceptible to this influence. And one of the key ways by which this happens is the gaming industry, right? Because the Gen Z is also understanding and is spending. I mean, we are a planet of 7 billion mobile phones. Everybody is, encountering AI at every second. The temptation of not getting swayed by that is way too, the temptation is way too high for Gen Z if they are always hooked on to it, and if there is no moral compass with which the systems are built, it's very easy to manipulate, to go into the, to go to a radicalized towards particular viewpoint, get biased, get discriminated, and that is something which is, a more precarious position where Gen Z can get influence. And therefore, even building systems from the get-go, which can help have that human capability and human decision-making oversight on the system. Have ways by which there are shut-off mechanisms where AI can, be switched off or can be completely eliminated, right? The way in which we are going, it's not very far that we may have self-learning AI very soon. And if that happens, the unpredictability of it makes us pour even more, more communities like FEA to, initiate that dialogue, to have that conversation and to act on it right now.
Yeah, so I think FIA is there right at the right time, at the right place, and targeting the right citizenry out there to look at humanity as the core of all discussions related to AI. Thank you so much for
Absolutely.
your time and wish you all the best.
Thank you so
Bye-bye.
much, Sarita. Bye.